painting session of Red Poppies and Daisies, Finding Your Inner Van Gogh. My name is Lauren, and I will be your instructor for the evening. Tonight we will be painting an 1890 piece by Vincent van Gogh named Vase with Red Poppies and Daisies. Van Gogh painted hundreds of flower paintings due to the fact he was poor and could never afford models to paint. Van Gogh never imagined that this painting would become one of his most popular and valued flower paintings. This painting sold for $62 million. Before we begin, I'm going to ask some questions to see if you guys know anything about Van Gogh. Can anyone tell me what century Van Gogh lived in? No? Nobody? No one? He lived in the 19th century. He was born on March 30th, 1853, and died on July 29th, 1890. He was born in the Netherlands. Does anyone know the style of painting Van Gogh was known for?
Ugly.
I don't know that one.
Floral.
Floral. He was
Renaissance.
Impressionist style, known for its beauty, emotion, and color. Other than Red Poppies and Daisies, does anyone know another Van Gogh piece?
Yeah, he did a famous self-portrait.
He did several of those.
Yeah.
The sunflower one.
Sunflower, yeah.
Have y'all ever heard of Starry Night?
Yes.
That was a Van Gogh piece, and it was his most well-known piece. All right, I'm going to ask a question and just give me an estimate of what you all think. How many paintings did Van Gogh complete? How many?
200.
250. 50.
He completed 2,160. 860 oil paintings and 1,300 watercolors. Okay, next are some interesting facts before we get to the actual painting. Van Gogh suffered from mental illness and was taken care of by his brother Theo. When Vincent was notified of Theo's engagement, he cut off his left ear because he thought Theo did not want anything to do with him anymore. Vincent van Gogh died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest. He did not die instantly and was found bleeding out. He was taken to the nearest hospital, but sadly they sent him home because there was nothing that they could do for him. He ended up passing away at the age of 37 in his brother Theo's arms. Okay. Van Gogh's parents' first son was stillborn. He was also named Vincent van Gogh. 1 year to the day later, Vincent van Gogh, the painter we all know of, was born. Vincent van Gogh did not start his painting career until he was about 27 years old, and he only painted for about 10 years. He was actually supposed to follow in his father's footsteps and become a pastor. While he was alive, he only sold one of his paintings. However, in 1990, his painting named Portrait of Dr. Gatchett was sold for $148.6 million. Van Gogh did not become famous until after his death. Okay, so now we're going to get to the paintbrushes and the importance of them. So the big one that you've got, the big rectangular flat one, that's used just because it's used because it's flexible and can hold a lot of paint. It's used to make long strokes, so we're going to use that on the bigger areas, such as the background and the table. The medium-sized brush is used for its versatility, and then the small-sized brush is used for the smaller areas and the detailed work. Okay, so you should each have 3 brushes, a big, medium, and small, and I will let you know throughout while we're painting which ones to use. Okay, so now we're going to go over our checklist to make sure we have everything. You should each have 3 brushes,
Yes.
paint,
Yes.
a paper towel,
Check.
okay? You should each have your canvas, a
Check.
cup of water.
Check.
All right, so now we're going to begin. All right, so we're going to actually start with the medium-sized brush. It's yellow. So what we're going to do is you're going to start with this color, black. We're going to actually do the table. Okay, so you're going to get your hand and you're going to place it on the canvas and you're going to measure about halfway and then mark it. Okay, and so then you're going to go over here and do it on this side as well. Okay. And you're going to connect them with an arch to form the table. Next, we're going to actually rinse that and move to the bigger brush, and we're going to do yellow to paint the table. In the middle. Rinse that. The next step is we're going to paint the green background.
Hey, I'm not done with the
Oh,
table.
you're not done yet, okay.
I'm already finished with
I'm slow. Crushed it.
Okay, you ready?
it. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move to the green and we're going to fill in this whole entire white space with green. Or as you're doing, blue. So you can use different colors, that's fine, it's your own painting, but I'm going to use green. If you accidentally hit the table or the black on the canvas, you can actually wet your paper towel and wipe it off because the paint comes off pretty easily.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to leave a little white space and I'm going to go over it later when the black part has dried. So rinse off your brush. And we're actually going to let the green background dry for just a little bit. Step is we are going to create the vase or the vase. Okay, So from the black line, you're gonna use your hand.
Oh my gosh, yours is so good.
So you're gonna use your
Thank you.
hand, and you're gonna place it not on the black line, in case it's still a little wet. And you're gonna go about halfway, and you're gonna mark it with brown. Just the sides. Like that. And you're gonna do it on the other side as well.
Like halfway?
Move over.
Yes. Like that.
Okay.
Like little commas. Got it?
Yeah, I'm doing with it.
Good? Okay.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
then you're gonna go on the table and you're gonna do the same thing. About halfway down from your hand.
Halfway?
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Like that?
I think she said 2/3 of the way.
Yes. That's perfect. Good. Okay. So now you're gonna connect them like a little hot dog. Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm slow. Cool.
Okay. Perfect. You should have two little hot dog shapes on your canvas.
Oh, my hot dogs aren't curved.
It's okay. So now what you're gonna do is from this bottom line of the first hot dog shape at the top of the vase, you're gonna connect it to the top line of the bottom shape. But you're gonna kind of go out to make it circular.
You get a bulge of hot dog area.
Yes.
Mine kind of looks more like a sausage.
Okay.
It's so lopsided.
And now what you're gonna do is as soon as your shape has been created, you're gonna fill it in with brown.